Will be attending the address tonight, and he joins us live from Washington. We appreciate your time, Senator. And first of all, it's a bit unusual that the White House has released the gist of the speech ahead of time. We expect the president to spend some time convincing us that the economy is definitely getting better. The first question for you is, do you agree with that premise?
Well, thanks for having me on, first off. And no, unfortunately, I think the preview that we've received from the White House shows the president still doesn't get the message that Arkansans and really all Americans sent him in November. The economy is not getting better for Arkansas's working men and women. Wages are still stagnant. We don't have an economy that's creating enough good-paying jobs. And the president doesn't want to double down on success. He wants to double down on stale, old, tired tax and spend policies. And that's not what Arkansas needs.
Is there an olive branch at all that you see when you look at the preview of this speech, that there might be at least a potential for compromise?
Well, regrettably, the president's actions over the last 2.5 months and his preview of this speech suggest that he is not going to move to the middle. The president is a left-wing ideologue, and you would think after the historic election that we had in November all across the country, he would want to move to the middle and extend an olive branch. But unfortunately, he's just doubling down on tax and spend policies when Arkansans really expect their government to be more efficient and effective and accountable and do more with less, just the way so many Arkansas families have had to do over recent years.
Do want to talk one specific with you while we have you. The president expected to propose $175 billion in tax cuts for the middle class, while at the same time proposing $320 billion in new taxes on the wealthy. Your party leaders say it's a non-starter. Senator, what is a starting place for you when it comes to tax reform?
Well, we don't have a taxing problem in Washington. Our government has more tax revenue than it's ever had before. We have a spending problem. And time again, when Washington takes more money out of the pockets of working Arkansas taxpayers, it doesn't help balance the budget. It just provides for more big government spending. So I want to see taxes decreased on everyone, individuals and businesses alike, so we can help create more good-paying jobs for Arkansans.
We certainly know many of the proposals tonight might find their way into the president's budget. If the president seems to be digging in, and so is Congress, what can you tell Arkansans tonight about how their government will function over the next 2 years?
Well, Arkansas's families and businesses have to work on a budget every single year, every single month. Washington hasn't worked on a budget for 6 years. So Republicans are committed to passing a budget that gets to a balanced budget and that reins in federal spending, while doing the important work that the federal government should be doing, like protecting our national security, stopping the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, securing our border, while not engaging in more wasteful spending.
Senator Cotton, we always appreciate you making yourself available to us.